Hello, welcome to my live. Welcome to my live question and answer session. Get to know me, get to ask me any question that you have. Hello, welcome to my live question and answer session. Get to know me, get to ask me any question, general questions. I'm here to answer your general question, any question, maybe regarding my personal life, where I'm staying, where I'm working, anything that you would love to know about me, you can drop it in the comment section. I will try and be as honest as possible. All right. Hello Attila, thank you for joining. Maybe if you have any question, you can ask me. Okay. Hello to Attila, thanks for joining. Feel free to ask me any questions, guys. Any question. Where I am, I'm currently in the Middle East, Attila. I'm in Saudi Arabia. Yes, I'm working as a housekeeper in Saudi Arabia. Hello, Medrin. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining my live. This is a question and answer session. You can feel free to ask me any question, general questions, maybe about my work, about my life, personal life, anything that you wish to know. You can ask me, and I'll try and be as honest as possible. It's get to know me session. Anything that you would wish to know about me, you can drop it in the comment section, be it about work, be it about life, personal life, anything, be it about education, anything that you would love to know. So Attila was asking where I am. I'm in the Middle East. I'm in Saudi Arabia working as a housekeeper. All right. Yeah. How many years have you been in Gulf? Okay, Medrin, I've worked here in Saudi Arabia for 3.5 years. Yeah, if I finish this year, I'll have finished 4 years working in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, that country that everybody has phobia about. That is where I'm working, and I'm very much okay. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. I'm in Saudi. You can join me if you wish. Come, let's work, let's hustle. All right, Saudi Arabia is a cool country, by the way. So many people fear it, but it's a very cool country. That's where I'm working. It's my 3rd year here, and I'm very comfortable. I've never changed the house. I'm working in one house for all that time. Maybe I can say I found a good boss. I was lucky. Yeah, I've been here for... I finished my first contract. Let me just say I finished my first contract, and I haven't encountered any difficulties here in Saudi Arabia. So if you're watching from Kenya, maybe you can tell me where you're watching from. If you're watching from Kenya or Uganda or wherever you're watching from, you can feel free to join. Come, let's hustle. Let's defeat this enemy called poverty. All right. All right, Medrin. Any other question that you have that you like to know about Juliana? By the way, thank you for your support, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly do so. Let's grow this family together. Hi NSF Queen, thank you for joining. Thank you so much for joining my live. This is a live and question and answer session. Sorry. Yeah, this is a question and answer session. Get to know me. Yeah, so if you have any question that you will love to know about me, you can drop it in the comment section and I'll try and be as honest as possible. Okay, general questions about work, about anything, about myself, about my personal life, anything, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Medrin is asking, since you are working there all those years, you don't miss your family or children? Oh, Medrin, I do miss them. I do miss them so much, especially my kids. I miss them so much. Sometimes I just feel that maybe I can walk, trek, and go back to Kenya and come back after I have seen them. But you know, coming from, can I say poor family? Coming from a family that is not rich, you know, and you want to chase your dreams, and you know how it is in Kenya. There are no employment, there are no jobs in Kenya, and everything in Kenya needs connection. So you have to work, you know, you have to work for your family. So if I go and sit with them, if I go and sit with my family there in Kenya, what will they eat? They want to eat, they need school fees, you know, I have to provide for them school fees, I have to provide for them food, you know, especially the kids now. You see, like right now everything is expensive, so I miss them. But I'm thinking, if I go to Kenya and just sit down with them, do nothing, so who will provide for them? How will we earn a living? So that's why I miss them, but I just have to endure and try and work and see if maybe the future will be bright. Okay. The queen is asking, so how many are you in the house? My friend, I'm very lucky. I'm the luckiest girl working here in Saudi Arabia, because it's just my boss and his wife and one kid. With me, those are 4 people in the house. I don't have a big family. I have a very small family, peaceful family. Like the kid I'm taking care of is sleeping now, so like I'm free right now. We don't have a lot of people in the house. We just they're just 3 people plus me, that is 4. Very small family. I'm very lucky by the way. Other people have very big families. You find that maybe one house has 10 people, and you know, the bigger the number of people in the house, the more the work you have to do. Maybe in terms of ironing, you know, maybe in terms of ironing, imagine if you have 10 people, now you have to iron 10 pieces of cloth daily. They change, and when maybe you are eating, you know, 10 people, there are a lot of people, you know. So maybe if you are eating the plates, there are so many, there are so many plates that are dirty. So the larger the number of people in the house, the more work you have. For me, I have very small number of people. Let's just say 3 adults, me included, and 1 kid. So I don't have a lot of work to do. Oh wow, that's good. Yeah, I thank God, by the way. I thank God. It's not easy. Not everybody finds that. Not everybody finds that. Some people, they come here and you find that maybe you are working in a family where maybe the father and all the sons are married, but they are still staying under that roof, and you find that you are the only housekeeper there, and you have to take care of all of them, you know. It's very difficult that way. But for me, I must say I'm very lucky. If I want to come to Saudi, is it convenient for me? And how will I get a job? Yeah, coming in Saudi Arabia is very easy, by the way. I must say Saudi Arabia is the easiest country to travel to, especially if you're coming from Africa. It's the easiest. Why? Because if you are a lady, and you want to come to Saudi Arabia, you don't have to worry about maybe commission or anything. It's almost free. Like if you just have your ID, your identity card, and your birth certificate, you are good to go. Your boss, the person that wants to have a housemaid, is the one that goes to the agency and request. So there is amount of money that they pay. So that money will be used to cater for your documentation and ticket and everything. So you don't pay anything. Okay, you don't come in Saudi Arabia to look for job. You come here already knowing the type of job you are going to do. Okay, so it's free, like totally free. Everything is free. Like your boss will pay in Kenyan shillings, that's approximately like 300,000. So that one will pay the agency fee, and your documentation fee. So even if you don't have passport, you are good to go. You will come and work, especially if you are a lady. If you are a lady, it's free. But for men they pay commission, but work is there. They pay commission in Kenyan shillings from 60,000 to 100,000 for men. We have agencies in Kenya. If you're watching from Kenya, we have agencies in Kenya. So if you want to come to Saudi Arabia, you visit their offices, and then you start the process. They will tell you what you are supposed to have. But for ladies, it's free. You just need your birth certificate and your ID, and maybe the photocopy of your parents' ID. You are good to go. Then you can come and work. It's not difficult. But for men, you will have to pay for your own medication and everything. The cost is from 60,000 to 80,000. That is if you are coming to Saudi Arabia. Okay. Medrin is asking, before you decide to go to the Middle East in your country, were you married or not? Medrin, I was once married. Yeah, I was once married, and then things happened, Things happened and we separated. So before I came here, I was single. So, and if you are a single mother and you have kids, you have to take care of them. You have to pay school fees, rent, everything, food. They are depending on you. So that is why I decided, no, let me try in the Middle East, because there is ready work there. In Kenya, you have to tarmac, look for work. Maybe you will find work in Kenya and work maybe for 3 months. After 3 months, maybe you get fired, or maybe the company is closed. Those challenges. But if you are coming to work in the Middle East and you have signed a 2-year contract, you will work for those 2 years. You are sure of employment for those 2 years. Like, you cannot be fired. Your salary will be intact. Like, it's a sure bet. You can plan for your money. But in Kenya, it's difficult, because you find work this month, next month there's no work, and there's no that consistency. And if you're taking care of kids, you're paying rent, you want to help your parents. So that's why I decided to come in the Middle East, because I'm employed. Like, I can say I'm permanently employed for 3 years. Even if I want to stay here for 5 years, I will be permanently employed for 5 years. Like, there is no month that I don't have job. Okay? Yes, so I was once married, but not anymore. Okay? Single life matters. Marin, anyway, thank you for your support. Thank you for joining. Keep the questions coming. Keep the questions coming. I wish maybe they could have given us a chance that maybe we come along with our family, like it is in the European countries, like maybe in the US or in Canada. If we were given that opportunity, oh my God, I will work here even for 10 years without going back home. But now we don't have that opportunity, so you have to miss your family and everything. For example, if I have to come to the Middle East, what age am I supposed to be so that I can come there? Medrin, for ladies, they start from the age of 21 years. If you are 21 years of age, you are good to go until up to 45 years. From 21 years up to 45 years, you are good to go. You can come. Okay. That is for ladies. For men, I'm not sure, but at least below 50 years, I think, for men. But I don't know the minimum age for men. Maybe I will do research on that, then I will cover that in my next video. But most people prefer young people. When you are young, you are active. You are very much active when you are young. So most people, they prefer someone who is younger. But we have some people that want someone who has a big age, someone older, especially those people maybe who have kids, and they want someone who can take care of kids. They will want someone with experience. If you are older, in most cases, you have experience, maybe you have dealt with kids, So most people, they prefer someone, people that have kids, people that have small kids, they prefer someone who is older because of experience. But other people that have maybe big houses, they prefer someone who is younger. When you are younger, you are so active. Like, maybe if that house is a story building, you can move up and down without struggle. Okay, So age from 21, that is legal age, up to at least 45 years. And by the way, most people, they even look at the weight of a person. Most people, they prefer someone who is slim, slender a little bit, because of the work, you know, they want someone who can move faster. All right. So I think I answered your question. And by the way, before you come to Middle East, these Arab people, they go to the office. When you have already started your process, you are always a large number of girls. So you have been taken pictures, you have applied for the passport, so your information is in the office. So when the Arab man or lady wants a housemaid, they go to the office, and they are given pictures of you, maybe 100 of you. Okay, so they look at the pictures, they select the person that they want to work for them. Okay, so some people, they prefer someone who is skinny a little bit, some prefer someone who is thick a little bit. So it depends. Some prefer someone who is younger, some prefer someone who is of a large age. It depends. It's not a guarantee that if you are young, you'll be picked. Okay. Queen is asking, are you allowed to go out? I think on the issue of going out, it depends. It depends with the where you're working and the experience of that your boss. But most people, they don't go out, because in old days we have had cases of those girls that come to work here. You know, before you come here, your boss has bought you for a big amount of money, like maybe let's say 300,000. They pay 300,000 to get you here, and that is not small money. So you find that some girls, when they come here and they hear outside there, the Kemboys, you know, they get good money, which is not a lie. They get good money. They get like double the salary of someone working on contract. So most girls, they become tempted and they run away. Okay, they run away to go and work outside. So that is a loss on the employer. It's a loss. So most employers, they don't allow their employees to go out freely, because they are afraid you will run away and go and join those illegal immigrants and work outside, and it will be a loss on their side. So for me, I don't go out. Going out, we only go as a family. You know, maybe if they are going shopping, they take me along and we go with them, do shopping, and then come back in their vehicle. I don't go on my own. Okay, so go in on the issue of going out. 90% of the employers, you will go out with them. Maybe if you want to go to the bank to deposit your money, they will take you there, and then you come back in their vehicle, but not just you as an individual going out. Okay, because they are afraid you might run away. And also, you have kidnappers. You might be kidnapped, and you know, if anything happens to you while in that country, they will be blamed. They will be blamed because you are under them. So they are responsible for you in case of anything. If anything happens, they are the ones who will be asked why this happened, you know. So that's why I think they don't allow girls to just move around anyhow. Okay. Medrin is asking, example, if I want to come to the Middle East. Oh, age. Queen is asking, so apart from housemaid jobs, which other jobs are there for ladies? In Saudi Arabia, 90% of jobs available for ladies are housemaid jobs. 90%. And maybe we have a smaller percentage of cleaners, those coming as cleaners. Maybe they will be cleaning the hospitals, cleaning the halls, you know, cleaners. Maybe you can clean the offices, but it's a very small number of girls. It's a small percentage that comes as cleaners. But we have cleaners. We have the jobs like supermarket attendants. Yes, we have the chefs, but it's very rare to find a woman doing such kind of jobs. Myself, I have not seen any, but I've just heard we have them. I've only met cleaners who clean the offices and the hospitals, but the other jobs I've not met them, but I hear they are there. So the larger percentage is for housemaids. But for other countries, you can go as security guards. Maybe, for example, if that is Qatar and Dubai, you can go as security guards, supermarket attendants, and all those jobs, the cleaners. Okay, but for Saudi Arabia, majority are just housemaids. Okay. Do you have days to at least rest? Resting days depends with the employer. That's what I can tell you. Resting days depends with the employer. For example, for me, I don't have that day that I can say on Monday that's my day off. No, I don't have that specific day that it's my day off. Maybe if your employer sees that maybe yesterday you did a lot of cleaning and you're tired, they can tell you to rest for today and continue with cleaning tomorrow, but it's not in the contract. Like 90% of ladies working here, they don't have day offs. Like you're working from Sunday to Sunday. Okay, so in terms of maybe resting from work, that depends on you, how you plan yourself, how you program yourself. Maybe you can decide to clean the whole house today and tomorrow do the works that are less tedious. Okay, that's how we rest. But official off day, like you are doing nothing, it's impossible. It can't happen because you're staying in that house, people are eating, the plates are getting dirty. You can't expect your boss to wash the plates because it's your day off. And remember, you're not going out, so you're staying there. So after you eat, who will clean that plate? It's you who will clean. So there are no day offs here, unless maybe if you are sick or something, but it also depends with your boss. Okay. So you are working as both as nanny and a housekeeper, a house cleaner. Yes. I don't have a specified job that I'm doing. I'm working as a nanny. I'm taking care of that boy, and I also clean the house. Yes. Some people even clean the house and cook and take care of kids also. It's not specified that you are coming to just take care of kids. You know, your contract when you're leaving your country to come here, it's written housekeeper, housemaid, okay? But whatever you meet in that house, you will do, whether taking care of the sick person, whether cleaning, whether cooking, whether taking care of kids, all those are included. Like you don't have a specified type of job, unless if you're working in a big house where we have maybe 4 housemaids or 2 housemaids. That's when you will be allocated your duty. Maybe you can be told yours will be taking care of kids and the other one will be doing the cleaning, or the other one will be cooking. But these small houses that has small families, like you are doing everything. You are cleaning, you are cooking, you are taking care of kids, everything. Okay. Another question. So do you have day offs? I've answered that one. Since you have experience in the Middle East, which work is the best and why? Since you have experience in the Middle East, which work is the best and why? Okay, I will tell you that this question is a bit tricky because all jobs have the advantages and disadvantages. So it's you to choose which one works for you and which one is difficult. Mkashe? Milk? Fihina? It's you to choose which one works for you. Okay. For example, if you're working as a housemaid, there are advantages and we have disadvantages. For example, if you're working as a housemaid, you know, you are not buying anything. You are staying in that house, you are eating their food, you are bathing with their water, you are using their soap. Like everything is provided free of charge. Everything is provided because it's written in the contract. They have to provide everything. And you find that if you have a kind boss, they will you will work for some time and you get a salary increase. It's not a guarantee though, but most bosses, after you work maybe let's say for 5 months, they add your salary. So maybe you will come with a salary of 900. By the time you finish 2 years, you are already earning maybe 1,100 or 1,200. This depends. It's not a guarantee, but at least you know you can save. It's easy to save because you're not spending. You are staying in that house, so you don't have that lust. You know, when you see something, you admire it and you want to buy it. Now because you're staying in that house, you're not going out, you will not be admiring things. So it's easy to save. It's easy to minimize on your expenditure if you're working as a housemaid. That's an advantage, I think, as far as I'm concerned. And if you are working as a housemaid, Another advantage, you can plan for your own money because you know the exact amount of money that you will earn at the end of the month, and you can plan for it. But if you are working as a cleaner, you know, cleaners, they stay in accommodation. They are picked there and taken to work, then taken back at the accommodation. They have that freedom, okay? So they get their money in their bank account and they buy their own food, but they are given food allowance, but they buy their own food and they go out, they go to the supermarket, they go anywhere they want. You know, when you go out there and you see nice things, you will want to buy. Okay, so I think that is some, like if you're a housemaid, you don't have off days, you're working from Monday to Monday, so that is a disadvantage. But you can save for you can save your money, you can plan for your money. But if you're working as a cleaner, you have day offs, like you work for 6 days and rest the 7th day. So that's an advantage if you're working as a cleaner. But the disadvantage is if you don't have discipline in saving, you'll spend a lot of money here because things are expensive here. Okay, so I think they both have their good side and the bad sides. I can't say which one is very nice and which one is bad. I think they both have good and advantages and disadvantages. Okay, but for me, according to my experience, I think it's good if you're working as a cleaner, or maybe if you're doing a company job rather than a maid job, because if you're working in a company, assuming that you are staying in accommodation, like you have the freedom to do anything you want. Medical cover, you have your medical cover, and if you are sick, you can take yourself to the hospital, rather than when you're working as a housemaid. Now it depends with your boss. Your boss can decide to take you to the hospital or not, you know. So I think working outside is better than working inside, but they both have their own advantages and disadvantages. Another question. And how big is your boss's house? Wow. This one is big. This one is big. This one has 3 floors. The ground floor, the ground floor, the first floor, and the second floor. Like where I'm sitting here is the first floor. We have the ground floor where you have the kitchen and the guest rooms, you know, the sitting rooms, the waiting rooms. They are there on the ground floor. Here on the second floor, you have the bedrooms. And then on the second floor, I mean, the ground floor, the first floor, and then the second floor. On the second floor, we have another sitting room, the laundry room, and everything. And then we have 2 compounds. On the rooftop, we have a compound. Then on the ground, we have a compound. It has flowers. The house is 25 rooms in total and 9 bathrooms. Yeah, so it's big. And I'm the only one working here, by the way. So I clean 9 bathrooms and the 25 rooms and the 2 compounds, the one on the top, on the rooftop of the house, and the surrounding compound down. And we have also flowers that I water them maybe twice per week or thrice per week sometimes, depending on the weather. Okay, but I don't do the cleaning every day, like clean today, clean tomorrow. No, I just program myself, like maybe let's say I can clean 5 rooms today, tomorrow I clean the other 5 rooms, the other day, like that. In a week I do it in rotational cleaning. If I cleaned here today, maybe I will come to clean here after 3 days. I don't clean the whole house in one day. But if we have visitors, if we are having visitors, I will have to clean from top, the compound on the top, to down, the whole house in one day if we're having visitors. Like if you're having visitors, I have to wake up, let's say at around 10 in the morning, and I'll finish cleaning at around 12 in the midnight, because the house is so big. Okay, another question. Do your boss allow you to wear civilian or just uniform? Wow, Medrin. Civilian in the Middle East? Okay, mine, according to me, I'm not allowed. That's why it's past midnight and I'm still putting on my uniform. It's past midnight, but I'm still putting on my uniform. I only wear civilian when I'm going to sleep. Okay, when I'm going to sleep or when everybody's sleeping and nobody's around, that is when I wear civilian. But I'm not allowed to wear civilian and walk around the house. I'm only allowed to wear civilian when I'm in my room. Like here in this room I can wear civilian, but if I want to go outside this room, like go to other rooms, maybe to the kitchen, I have to put on a uniform. That's their rules. Because you know civilians, they are made Kenyan way. You know how our clothes in Kenya are made? You know, we don't wear baggy things, but them, they want you to put on something baggy, okay, something that will cover your calves so that nothing is seen. Huh? You know, Muslim culture is not like a Christian culture. So I, most of the time, like maybe I can say out of 24 hours, 22 hours I put on uniform. I only take off uniform when I want to go to bed, and after I wake up I put on uniform. Okay, it's not, I'm not allowed to wear civilian and walk around. Even going outside I cannot even go like this. I have to put on that abaya. You know, I think you know abaya, that Muslim attire, that black attire that is round in shape. Can I say in shape? That if you wear it, like there is no curve that can be seen. That is how we wear here. No civilian, no jeans, no skirts, no mini skirts, nothing. Those ones we'll put them in Kenya, but here, no, we just have to obey for peace of mind. By the way, I don't lose anything when I put on uniform. I just think it's just okay. Then I will wear how I want when I go back to Kenya. Johnston is asking, Juliana, opportunity comes once. For instance, you happen to travel to Europe with your boss. Can you be tempted to run away and start a new life? Maybe end up as an asylum seeker in Europe? Run away? Okay, according to me, so okay, this question is for me. No, I will not run away. I will not run away and start a new life. I think I'll just tell them, you know, because I signed a contract of 2 years and I have worked for those 2 years. I've finished my contract, right? So I don't think that if I want to change, I have to run away. I don't think so. I don't have to run away and start a new life. I have to tell them. They are adults. They understand. I will tell them that maybe I've worked for them and I think it's time for me to move. Then I move and do things. I like to do things in legal way. I don't like to do things in an illegal way. So I don't think that I can run away and become an illegal immigrant, maybe go to the asylum. No, I don't think I can do that. I think the best way is maybe just save money. Then when I go back to Kenya, I can use the legal process. There is a way of going there without using illegal way. I think if you have money, everything is possible. And they have been so kind to me, by the way, for the time I've been here. They have been so kind. So I don't think it will be right for me to do something like that. Yeah. Why should I run away, by the way? I know it's in Europe, they pay good, greener pastures, right, than Middle East. But I like to do things legal way. Because even here, we have people that are earning double my salary. Yes, but I have not joined them. I've just decided to stay here on contract because for peace of mind, because I like to do things in legal way. Maybe if I want more money, maybe I'll have to go back to Kenya and buy a job in another country rather than running away and becoming an illegal immigrant. It's stressful, by the way, if you are an illegal immigrant in any country. It's very stressful. It's not easy to stay as an illegal immigrant in any country, in a foreign country, imagine. Because I have seen people suffer here in Saudi Arabia. I have seen people suffer because they don't have documents. You know, when you're running away, obviously you don't have documents. If you get caught, you'll be banned from working in that country, maybe forever or maybe for a certain years, and it will cut your dreams short. Nobody wants that. So for me, I don't think I can run away. Yes, I like money, but I like to do things in legal ways. Medrin is asking, since you have experience, I have answered that. Which other question have I not answered? Since you're working there all these years, you don't miss your family. Oh, I've answered that. Ochila is asking, where are you? I've answered that I'm in Saudi Arabia. So guys, I think I've answered all your questions. Maybe if you have any other burning questions, you can let me know. I'll be so glad to answer them. If you have any other question that you want to know maybe about me, just feel free to drop it in the comment section, and I will try my best and see if I can answer you. Okay guys, if I have answered all your questions, maybe I will end the live. Now, Madrid, some people don't just run out here. We have brutal bosses. Yeah, unfortunately, that's the truth. Yeah, especially in the Middle East, especially in Saudi Arabia. By the way, I have so many friends who have come to me seeking for help. It's bad, by the way, it's sad, especially if maybe you came with the wrong agency. It's really bad. It's bad, by the way, out here. I know people don't run away because they want it, but for me, because I'm not suffering, I don't think I can run away because I'm not suffering. I'm just doing okay. My salary comes on time. I eat, I sleep, I have enough rest. Like, I'm not being mistreated, so I don't see the reason why I can run away. But if you're being mistreated and running away will save your life, I will tell you to run away. But before you run away, maybe you can try other means. Before you run away, maybe you can contact your office that brought you there in that country. If you are maybe in the Middle East, you can contact your office that brought you there. Maybe they can help you. Okay, instead of maybe just running away, you can contact your office, seek help from them, maybe seek help from embassy. And if all those fails, then and you see maybe your life is in danger, don't wait to die there, just run, go save your life. But if you manage to run away, according to me, I think it will be better if maybe you surrender yourself to the police and get deported, go back to your country, start again the process, maybe come back or change the country instead of staying in that country, in a foreign country as an illegal immigrant. It's kind of tricky staying in a country when you are an illegal immigrant. It has so many challenges. It has so many challenges, by the way. Because anytime you can be arrested, sometimes you can be arrested and be taken in the deportation center and stay there for months. You're not working, you're not earning, and life there is very difficult in the deportation center. Some people have stayed there for 2 years, 2 years in the deportation center. You have a family back in Kenya and you are in the deportation center for 2 years. That's terrible, the embassy of our Kenyan embassy here in Saudi Arabia is a little bit can I say mixed up. You can't depend on it. Okay, so you can go in that deportation center and you find that you can't get help. Okay, it will be very stressful, especially for your parents, for your kids back at home. So maybe the best thing to do if you manage to run away from someone who is mistreating you is to surrender yourself to the police and get deported, go back to your country. Okay, since maybe you can stay out there and maybe you are not doing anything bad, but you are staying with people who are doing some things that are not allowed, that break the law of this country. You can find yourself arrested. Like, I have a friend of mine, she didn't do anything bad, she just ran away and she was working outside there. But then comes this girl was pregnant and she wanted to deliver, and when they are out there, they don't have documents. Okay, so when you want to deliver, like, you do it inside the house where you are staying, because you cannot go to the hospital without documents. And the girl died. So when the girl died, that friend of mine was arrested because she was at the scene. She didn't kill the girl, she didn't do anything, but she was just there at the scene. So it was assumed that she was helping that girl deliver, and also she was an illegal immigrant. Right now, as we speak, she's 1 year 6 months in prison. That's terrible. Now the family back in Kenya is crying, and the girl, the parents of the girl that died, they want justice for their girl, so they can't allow her to be released. That's a very big challenge. So if you get yourself, maybe you ran away to save your life, maybe just surrender to the police and get deported, go back to your country and move to another country. Do things legally. I like to do things legally myself. I don't like to do things in any illegal way. Medrin is asking, these cases of your boss tells you that she's going to her mom's house to work. Does this one happen to you also? Yes, Medrin. Yes. Anywhere my boss is going, I'm accompanying her. Yes. Anywhere she's going, be it in a ceremony, be it in a party, be it at her mom's place, at her sister's place, anywhere she's going, we go together. And I'm going there as a maid, as her maid. Okay. So if they are eating there, I'm helping in cleaning the dishes. If we have kids there, I'm taking care of those kids. She has come with her housemaid. Okay, so I'm going to take care of the kids there. I'm going to do the cleaning there. I'm going to take care of my boy because we are going with him. Okay, so it's not like I'm going there to sit down. I'm not the boss. I'm the housemaid. So she has just shifted the housemaid from her house to where she's going. When we go to the mother-in-law, I do the cleaning. I clean the dishes. If the house is dirty, I vacuum. Sometimes I even help in cleaning with water. And it doesn't mean that I'll be paid there, no. But I like my boss because when we come out from there and I'm tired, if we have work in this house, I want to do it. She will tell me to sleep and do it tomorrow. So that day has passed like that. Like it's like the works that I was supposed to do in this house, I've done them there. So I will be allowed to rest. Okay, so I cannot work there and come and work here also. No. If we left here in the morning, assuming we left at 7 a.m., went at her sister's place and the house was dirty there and I helped in cleaning. When we come back, this house will remain like that. I will clean it tomorrow. I don't work in 2 houses in one day. So that's maybe I can say she's kind according to that, because I hear some girls, they will still clean that house and come back and clean here, or maybe start with their own house and they are taken to the relative's house to go and clean there at the same day. No, we don't do that here. Maybe I think that is a difference between my boss and them. Because if I manage to clean here and I'm tired when we go out, maybe I can just help in cleaning the dishes. But working, I normally work, my dear. Wherever she's going, I accompany her and I work there. There's no sitting down like a boss, no. Unless if I remain behind. But if I go, I have to work. Like, you cannot even go there and sit down and you have been served food, you have eaten. So whom do you expect to wash that plate? It sounds weird if you sit down and expect your boss to stand up and take that plate and go and wash it. So I normally help in cleaning the dishes, but in most cases I don't clean the house, I clean the dishes, because when we go out, obviously we will eat, and when we eat, obviously the maid is expected to stand up and take the dishes away and go and clean them. So I normally help in the cleaning of the dishes. Okay, I don't just sit there. But working here, then being carried and go and work in another house, and then tomorrow and after tomorrow, no. That one happens maybe once per week. We normally visit relatives once per week. Once per week. That is on Thursday. Maybe if they change, maybe there is an emergency, we can visit them maybe twice per week. That's all. Just twice per week. So it's not like I work here today, be taken in another house to go and clean tomorrow and the other day, no. It's just once per week, and in most cases I just help in the cleaning the dishes only. I don't do other housework there. But yes, I help. I don't sit down and just relax. Another question. Which one have I not answered? But then you see that case of that girl that was arrested. You know, they have gone even to the Ministry of Labor and they have not even gotten help. Even the embassy is not helping, you know. And she's about to finish 2 years in prison. So, my guys, take care if you're out there. It's very risky, okay? John is asking, so how can you reach out to those ladies working there and they have been denied access to communication, mostly to their family back at home? If they're working here and they have been denied access to communication, wow. I hope their phones have not been snatched away from them. If they are having their phones and maybe they have their country SIM card, assuming they're coming from Kenya, they have their Safaricom SIM card, it's easy to communicate. Even if they don't have Wi-Fi, they can communicate. Even if they don't have maybe Saudi SIM card, they can still communicate. So if maybe that's your relative and she's here in the Middle East and she's not communicating, maybe she doesn't have Wi-Fi, just buy her credit and send her a message. By the direct message will come. It only costs 1 shillings, 1 Kenyan shilling. Huh? You can send her a message. After you send her credit, she can be online. She will put data roaming on. She can put data roaming on, and she is not supposed to buy data. Okay, she can use credit. When she put data roaming on, then she put her, how do you call it, she put her data on, then put data roaming on. She can call Kenya. She can call Kenya, she can use WhatsApp, she can use, but she will be using credit. It's quite expensive, but it's okay. Rather than just sitting there, your family doesn't know you are aware about, or maybe you can buy them credit, then you call them. It will come through. Then you can communicate. Yeah, they can still communicate even if maybe their boss have denied them Wi-Fi, or maybe they have not purchased a Saudi SIM card. They can still communicate. It's only almost impossible if the boss have taken the phone away from them. That is where the problem is, because now they can't communicate. You can't buy them credit. But if they have their phone, you can still communicate even if they don't have access to Wi-Fi. Or rather, maybe if they are not online and they have tried all those means, you can go to the office that brought them here. They have their boss's details. They have their boss's details in the office. So you can go to the office, and then the office will contact the boss and find out what is the problem. And because it is illegal, it's illegal to snatch somebody's phone. It's illegal to deny somebody communication. It's illegal. I'm very glad that it didn't happen to me, because I came here the first day I was given a password to Wi-Fi, and I've never been offline, even a single day. I've never. So I'm glad about that. I must say my boss is kind. I thank God for him. Medrin is asking, and since this work is not easy, how can you encourage those sitting out there asking for money? Those asking for money from people working here in the Middle East, just tell them to join them. Tell them to join us, because working in the Middle East is not easy. It's not easy. Most people are still working until this time, and they will sleep maybe for 6 hours. So you cannot just sit there idling in Kenya and expect them to send you money. No way. No, because it's free, especially if you're a lady. It's free, by the way. You don't have any excuse to ask money from someone working in the Middle East if you are a lady, because it's free. Just start the process and join them. Come and work with them here in the Middle East. Get your own money, because you can't expect someone to sleep for 6 hours and send you money, and you're sleeping for 12 hours and doing nothing for the rest of the day. No, that's not even possible. For me, I can't even send you money. Unless maybe you have health issues that are preventing you from coming to the Middle East, then maybe I can say that one is a legal excuse. But you don't have an excuse as a lady. Maybe for men are excluded somehow because it's not free for men, because men pay commission. Maybe they don't have that amount of commission that is being asked by the agency. But for ladies, you are a lady, you are sitting there back in the country, you are asking your fellow lady to send you money. Why? What's the excuse of not joining her and coming to work? You should just come and work. A beg. Middle East money, hey, it come from far. Even me, I can't send a single penny. I can't. You should just come and work. But for men, because they need commission. But how can you even ask a lady who is in the Middle East for money if you are a man? Men should just hustle there in Kenya if they don't have money for commission. But asking for money from Middle East, maybe if it was Europe, where things are easy. But here, I don't think I can even send money. People should just work for their own money. People should look for work and not become beggars. Middle East money is not easy money. I can't give it to anybody. What is that question I have not answered? I think I have answered all your questions, guys. Or you still have any other question? You can ask me any question, by the way. Even my personal life, I will answer you, because this is the only life that you get to be answered all your questions. This is the chance that you have to know me. Okay, maybe I will not do another video on the same, so you are free. I have pending messages. Let me see. Pending messages. Is there any message I have not answered? Back then, people used to come to the Middle East from Kenya direct to the boss house, but for now we have company. As per your conclusion, what can you say is the best? For me, I cannot advise anybody to come direct. Come with a responsible company or agency. It's safer. It's safer when you come with the agency or company. It's not safe when you come direct. Like when you are coming direct, you have not involved the agency or anything. You're just coming direct. Okay. What if you find that you don't get along with that boss because you don't know that person you are coming to work for? What if you find that you are not getting along, or maybe he's not following the contract? What can you do? Where will you take your complaints? For me, I think the best way is to come with the agency or company, because maybe if you find you're not getting along, you can go back to you can report to the company and maybe get your issues sorted, or maybe you can change the house. By the way, for the housemates, they normally change the house. If you find that maybe you are in a house and your boss is mistreating you, you normally contact your company or your agency. They can send a taxi to come and pick you, or they can contact your boss to take you back there, and they do exchange. So maybe you go and work in another house, and maybe your boss will be given another housemate. Maybe we didn't get along because maybe, you know, people are different. We have some people that love cleaning, other people love cooking, other people love taking care of kids. So you can find that maybe you went to a house that has a lot of kids, and you're finding it a challenge because you are not used to it. Maybe you don't like taking care of kids. So if you came direct, you can't even change that house. You have to stay there and work maybe and complete your contract. Maybe what if your boss is not paying you and you came direct? Where will you complain? Whom will you complain to? Nobody will come to your rescue. If you come with a company, it's easy to change house. It's easy for you to complain to them if you are being mistreated, and they can change your house. They can contact your boss in case of anything. You know, it's very easy that way. But if you came direct, I think even previously we had so many cases of mistreatment, deaths. It was so high as compared to now. Okay, I must say that for now it's not like it's zero cases. We have few cases, but some of these cases they are being handled. Some of these cases you find that maybe if someone is being mistreated and came with a genuine agency, they normally do a follow-up. They normally do a follow-up and settle the issue, or change the house, or take the person back to Kenya. But previously, you know, if when you used to come without agency, still your boss used to pay a certain amount of money for you to come, especially if you are a lady. And then if you come here and maybe you cannot take care of sick person, maybe for example you came to take care of a sick person and you find it difficult, you can't cope, you know, and they tell you to refund that money. You know, most of us come from poor families. You cannot refund that money. It's a lot of money. It's more than 300,000. So you cannot refund that money. Where will you get that kind of money from? You find that is why so many girls were being mistreated, and you can't change a house because you don't have that office where you can complain your issues. So you have to endure. You have to be mistreated and stay there. So I think it's better nowadays. It's better to come with a company. It's better to come with the agency than to come direct. Coming direct is not safe. According to me, it's not safe to come direct. It's very okay to come with the agency and company. But then even men, they have issues. You find that maybe you have worked for 2 months and there is no salary. I think I did that video. I posted it on my channel. You can go watch it if you didn't watch it. Even men go through that. But you find now, if you have that agency, you can go and complain there, and your issue will be sorted out. But if you don't have that agency, now it's very difficult. Where will you take your complaint to? You have to endure. They will take advantage of you if they know that you don't have that person who is responsible for you. they will take advantage of you. But they tend to respect people a little bit because they know if they mess with you, you can report them to the office and the office can take you, and it's a loss on them. So I think that has made some Arabs behave a little bit. Yeah, let me go through the question. I don't know if I've skipped any question. Maybe how many years have you been in Gulf? I think I've answered that. Those years you don't miss your family, I have answered that. How many of you are in the house? I've answered that. Is it convenient for me to get a job? I have answered that. You're allowed to go out. I have answered that. Medwin is asking, so explain, why is it that Kadamas are not allowed to stay with their documents? This is because they have bought you, my dear. They have bought you. And you know, if you stay with your documents, you have powers, you can run away. I think they're just afraid that you can run away, you know, because you have your documents. I think also, you know, these Arabs, they have that spirit of slavery a little bit. They like to be in charge. You know, if you have your passport in your hand, you have your igama in your hand, it's easy for you to go outside there and go wherever you want to go. It's easy, by the way. But if they have them, you will be afraid of running away because if you go, you don't have documents, you cannot take yourself back to Kenya, you cannot even work outside there unless if you want to work as an illegal immigrant. And if you maybe you fall sick out there, you don't have documents, you can't access medical. You know, that's why they keep the documents, so that they keep you like you are under them. Like you can't be arrogant. I don't know how to put this. Like you can't be arrogant. Like they can control you. You know, if they have your documents, you have to obey everything they say. You cannot go against their orders. Okay, that's why they keep the documents. You cannot even run away, because if you run away, you are leaving the documents. So it's difficult for you to cop out there without documents. That's why they take the documents, to make you powerless, to render you powerless, so that you obey. You know, you are staying under them so that you obey. John is asking, how do you encourage those back at home who would like to come for employment over there, despite those stories they hear now, bosses mistreat Kenyans? I think, according to my own experience, I will say that Middle East is a gamble. It's a gamble. Like you're not sure where you're going, because you don't know whom you're going to work for. So that's why it's a gamble. But majority of girls working here, they are very much comfortable. Yes, you find that maybe in a month, I'll give it like 1,000 girls from Kenya come to work here in the Middle East. In a month, like every month we have 1,000 girls traveling to work here in the Middle East. And the cases that you get to hear of the girls being mistreated, they are just maybe in a month we can give it like 10 out of 1,000. So you find that the larger percentage is okay, is doing okay, is working comfortably. A very small percentage is suffering. So my advice to someone who is in Kenya and wants to come and work here in the Middle East is, first of all, find a genuine agency. Find a genuine agency, because it's a gamble. You don't know whom you are going to work for. You don't know how situations are there on the ground. You might be lucky or unlucky. So find a genuine agency that does a follow-up on their clients. Okay, we have so many agencies that do follow-up on their clients. Like if you come here and you find that your boss is not giving you salary, you are being mistreated, you can contact that agency and they will change you. Okay, you'll be taken back there and they find you another job. Okay, but if you came with an agency that is irresponsible, that doesn't do a follow-up on their clients, that's when you will have to suffer. Because you know, some agencies will come here and maybe you have worked for 3 months without salary, you're not being given food, there is a lot of work, maybe you're working here in this house, finish work, be taken to another house. You'll find that some agencies, when you complain to them about that, they block you so that you cannot be able to conduct them. You know, that is terrible. So I think it's to come and work here. If you have a genuine agency, you are good to go. By the way, my group, we came here a group of 30 girls, and all of them are doing okay. So I cannot say that Middle East is bad. Middle East as a country is not bad. It's that specific boss that mistreated someone that is bad, and you're not coming to work for him or her. Okay, so but because it's a gamble, it's okay to come and to come under a genuine agency that will do a follow-up, so that if you encounter any difficulties, you know whom to contact. But not everybody can work in the Middle East, by the way. Not everybody can work in the Middle East. Middle East needs perseverance, a lot of perseverance, because sometimes you will feel like you are giving up. Okay, and you know, when you're coming on a fixed contract of 2 years, and you cannot terminate that contract because there is a big amount of money that has been paid for you to come here. Unless if you're coming as a man and you have paid commission, maybe your case can be different. But for the housemates, if you're coming here, just know that you're coming on a fixed contract of 2 years, and you cannot terminate that. Even if your mother died, even if your son died, you will have to work for those 2 years before you go back to your country. So not everybody can endure that. I normally say, for you to come and work here, at least you should have suffered in your country. You should have worked there and encountered difficulties. Get prepared. That's when you can deal with the challenges here, because it's not easy by the way on the ground. So that, and then you must have something that will be motivating you. Like if you feel like you're tired, you want to quit, you just remember, oh my God, I have to pay school fees, and you continue. You can't quit. Okay, if you have that one thing that is motivating you, you are good to come. If you are there in Kenya, for example, you are jobless, you don't have job, and you are there in Kenya and you are watching this, please come and try it here. You might be very lucky, because a large number is lucky, by the way. A large number is not suffering. Small portion, small percentage, they are unlucky because they found maybe a bad employer, but a larger percentage, they are very lucky, by the way. Most people have come here and they have developed back in Kenya. Majority, it's very small percentage that gets to be mistreated. But if you came with a genuine agency, you can change a house. If you get mistreated, you can change a house and go and work for another person. But what is difficult to do is to terminate your contract. Your contract is a 2-year contract, it's fixed. You cannot terminate that. So if you see that situation are difficult where you are, just join us. Come, let's work. I can't tell you that Middle East is bad, no. Middle East is very much okay. Let me see another question. Madeline is asking, does your boss trust you completely since you have stayed in their house for so long? I don't know if he trusts me completely, but I think he trusts me to some extent, because you see, when I was coming here, it was kind of funny, by the way, when I was coming here, when I was new, because when I was new, the room that I was given didn't have a key. They took it away so that I cannot lock that room, so that they can enter that room the time they want to enter and go out the time they want to go. Okay, so sometimes I'll be sleeping at night and they open that door and they just check on me and then they go. So it sounded very much weird, because you know you are sleeping, and when someone opened the door, you know you hear that door being opened, so you will have to wake up, and then maybe they will just pretend that they are looking for something. So to make that easy for them, they transferred some of their stuff and put them in my room. Clothes, they put a closet in my room, so that when I'm sleeping, they will come and pretend that they are looking for some clothes there and go. So I will be sleeping and someone is opening the door to come and look for something that I don't know why they didn't look for it before I came to sleep. So I think that was a mistrust. Again, when they are going out, they wouldn't leave me inside the house. Like everywhere they go, I would go along with them. They will take me along. And if they happen to go and leave me here, they would lock the door. They lock me inside. So that like I think they were afraid that maybe I might run away. And also when I had the kid, you know, the kid, they got the kid when I was here. So like sometimes if I take the kid, like they're just worried. They come after 1 minute to check. Even when I'm not aware, they caught me off guard. They're checking the kid. Sometimes they used to tell me not to take the kid in my room. Like I take care of the kid in the sitting room. So I used to sit in the sitting room with the kid. Even if he's sleeping, I sit with him in the sitting room. I think that was mistrust. Those things, they don't happen nowadays. Like if I go to the kitchen, I can't spend there 3 minutes before somebody comes there, you know, because my house didn't have a CC camera. So I don't know if maybe they had hidden, but because they were just moving, I can't stay in one place alone for 4 minutes. Someone will have come there to check on me, what I'm doing. If I'm in the kitchen, they will come to see what I'm doing. If I go to my room, after 5 minutes, somebody is there. If I go to the sitting room, so it was like that. But nowadays they can even go out and leave me here even for 10 hours, and the door is open. I can go outside, take the trash out, and come back, you know. And by the way, I sleep with the kid in my room. Even right now, he's sleeping in my room and they're sleeping in their room. So it's not like they are not telling me to sit with the kid in the sitting room. Okay. And sometimes they can even go out and sleep there and leave me in the house alone, and they have not locked the door, and they just come the following day. So I think maybe they have trusted me somehow, but they still keep my documents. So I cannot say that they trust me 100%, because they still keep my documents. So maybe they think that I might take the documents and run away. Okay. I don't think that is trust 100%. Maybe I can give it 80%. It's better compared to the previous place when I was new here. When I was new here, even if we go out, it was just a little bit like my boss almost told me to hold her hand. Like if we go to the supermarket, I can't even move an inch away from her. Like she's just bumper to bumper, huh? Like I'm here, she's here. If I stay behind for 1 minute, she has already called me. But right now, when we're going to the mall, I just move around, and sometimes I got lost of them and I call them, or maybe they call me, where are you? And we meet at the door. I just move around. But previously, I couldn't. They were just like, they were so keen, like I can get lost. Like, you know how you have a new kid and you have moved to town where there is a crowd, how you take care of that kid. Like you think that maybe the kid might disappear, might get lost, or might get stolen. That is how things were here. It was annoying sometimes, but I got used to it, and so they gained the trust, and I think nowadays they trust me. It's not like in the previous days. John is asking, so what's that genuine agency back in Kenya that you can refer those willing to come over there? Wow, I don't have exact answer to that. Yes, because my agency is a bad one. I can't advise anyone to come with my agency. My agency is a bad one. There is a time we had a case of a girl that came with that agency. She had worked for 6 months without salary, and we tried to contact our agency, the agency that brought us here, and you know what? They told us to tell the girl to strike. Like, to strike, not to work, to stop working. So how can you do that? How is that a solution? You're working in that Arab man house. You're eating their food, you're bathing their water, everything they're providing for you. And now they have not paid you, and you stop working, and you still stay under the same roof, eat their food, like eat their food and put the plate there and stop washing the plates, and expect them to be happy and give you food tomorrow. How is that even possible? So I think our agency is reckless. They don't even do a follow-up on their clients. Another girl complained that they blocked her when she tried to reach out for help. So you see, I can't advise anyone to come with my agency. But maybe if you do this follow-up on the stories that girls are complaining on social media, you can find a genuine agency from there. Just in these groups of people who are in Gulf, we have so many groups here. Kenyans in Gulf, Kenyans in Saudi, Kenyans in Qatar. There are so many stories of girls who have been mistreated. They normally post there. You can go and check there, find someone who has been mistreated. Obviously, when they post there, they normally do a follow-up on the agency. We normally contact the agency, find out if that girl was helped, and you can know if that agency is a genuine one, is a good one. But we have some agencies that we will find that, like, I don't know if I should mention a few here. You can have one agency, it has maybe 10 complaints in 1 month. All cases are just about that agency, and they are not doing anything. For example, Job Maju, I can't advise anyone to come with Job Maju. I can't. I have 3 cases here on my channel about Job Maju agency. They have neglected their girls here. So I cannot advise anyone to come with Job Maju agency. But you can do a research on your own. You have a smartphone. If you go to Facebook and type any name of agency you want to come with, just go to Facebook and type that name. When you search it, it will bring all the posts that have been done on that agency, and you can know if maybe it has cases of neglecting their girls or not. You can know, by the way. And also we have some agencies that I have shared here. I did a live about agencies, and I mentioned the agencies that are bad. I mentioned a few, like maybe 10 of them. So maybe you can watch my previous video on agency and know if the agency that you have decided to come with is a good one or not. But there is that agency that was taking care of Mama Devi. If you watched the story of Mama Devi on Tuko, I don't know the name of that agency, but there is that agency. There is that agency that was taking care of the case of Mama Devi. I think that was the best, according to me, because I have had 3 cases of that agency and the girls have found help. You see, Mama Devi came here, and before she finished even 4 months, her kid passed and she was allowed to go back to Kenya. And that agency, the agents, they came to the airport, took her from the airport and took her home. You know, they even gave her some money for sorry. But other agencies, even if your kid dies, they will tell you to finish your contract before you go back to your country. You know, that is not easy. Okay, so maybe go to Tuko. If you want to come and you don't know the agency that is good, go to Tuko News and watch the story of Mama Devi. You will find the agency. You will find that agency there. I have forgotten its name, but it's there in that story. It's highlighted. You can come with that one. I think that one is the best, the only one that I know. That agency that brought Mama Devi here. All right. Maydrin is asking, does she allow you to eat anything you want? Yani. About eating, I can't complain, by the way. About food, I can't complain. But I'll tell you one thing. When you come to Middle East countries, how you present yourself as a newcomer, that is how they will treat you for the rest of the 2 years that you will stay here. Just the way, when you arrive in that house, the standards you set are the standards that will be maintained for the rest of your 2 years. I'll give you a little bit of my story. You know, when I came here, you know, in Kenya, Christians, I'll just say Christians, we don't eat leftovers. It's an offense. It's like an insult. It's like an insult when you give someone leftovers in Kenya. But here, I think they don't see it as a big deal, like to eat and what has remained to give it to another person. They don't see it as a big deal, by the way, because if you can find that maybe we have gone out, we have eaten as a family, and what has remained will be packed and will be brought home, and the family remaining back home will eat it, and they don't see it as anything bad. So when I came here, I found it so much weird. Like, that day we had visitors. I was three days here. The first day we just ate well. The second day, the third day we had visitors. When we had visitors, they normally eat on a tray. Okay, the round tray. They put rice there and everything, and they sit around it. They are eating from all sides. Okay, so they didn't serve me my food. They cooked and put everything on the tray and put there the visitors to eat. So after the visitors have eaten, now that tray was carried and brought to the kitchen, and I was told, eat. I was so much disgusted. I was like, eat this? People have touched it. You know, they eat using hands. That's their tradition. So people have touched it, so I'm supposed to eat that. Like I told them I cannot eat leftovers. You know, I lied about the Bible, because I told them in the Bible, the leftovers are given to the dogs. You cannot give a human being leftovers. Okay, so that is a little trick I used. I told them that I cannot eat leftovers because it's against the Bible. You cannot give someone leftovers. If you want to give someone food, give them clean food before you eat it. And if you feel that it's not enough, maybe it will not be enough for the both of you, just eat. Whatever is left, throw it away. Let them make new food. By the way, that day I made Indomie. I ate Indomie for supper. I didn't eat that food because leftovers, no, I couldn't eat leftovers. So I ate Indomie that day. So after that day, they knew that I cannot eat leftovers. So since that day, I've never been given leftovers. If they want to give me food that they have eaten, maybe they put it in a bowl and then they serve from the bowl to their plates. The one that is remaining in the bowl, that one I can eat. But if they eat from a tray, they are eating with their hands, and the remaining one they expect me to eat. No, I cannot eat that one. That one I said no. And also there was another trick. You see, they were buying snacks. Okay, when I came, the snacks were just being put in the kitchen, so I was told to eat anything I want. So I could go in the kitchen and take one, eat, go to the fridge. If I find something edible there, I eat. So it reached a time after maybe 2 weeks, after I've stayed here for 2 weeks, the snacks were now put in the bedroom. They were not put in the kitchen. So like that means I'm not supposed to eat, right? Because I don't enter that bedroom frequently. So this is what I did. At the time that I was to go and clean that bedroom, everybody was sitting there. So because I had socialized, and you know I talk a lot, when I went to the bedroom, I just picked on one of the snacks and said, so you put snacks here, let me taste this and find if it's delicious. I wanted them to tell me not to eat, because they have not told me not to eat anything. So they told me to eat everything in that house. So I wanted to eat it in front of them and not to steal it, so that they can tell me don't eat this, so that I cannot, we have restrictions. Okay, so I went to the bedroom when I was supposed to do the cleaning. I took the snacks there and just ate it in front of them and said, wow, this is delicious. So you have kept it here. You see? So since that day, they stopped putting the food in their bedroom, because I will eat it in front of them. I don't want to become a thief and steal it. No, I want to eat it in front of them so that they can tell me not to eat it. So because they didn't tell me not to eat it, now I was eating everything. So I'm not restricted. I eat anything that is brought in this house, whether fruits or anything, because they have not told me not to eat. If they tell me not to eat it, then I will obey. But because they have not told me not to eat anything that is brought in this house and it's edible, I normally pick it and eat it. I don't even ask for permission. Okay, Medri, let me see another question. Tell us about your sweet moments, if maybe someone has ever crashed on you. The time you used to be out either shopping. Come on, fungua roho. John, someone crashed on me here. No, someone crashed on me here, maybe on online, but live, like meeting someone in the streets or in the mall shopping, no. Because you see, in the Middle East, it's illegal to look a woman straight in the eyes like this. You can't. So it's almost impossible for a man to crush on a woman in the Middle East, I think so, because everybody is minding their own business. People are acting like they don't see each other, like they're not seeing you, you know. So I don't know if someone has ever crushed on me, because I didn't see and I was not told. So I don't know if there is something like that. But what I know is men here, they fear the law so much, so they can't do such a thing. Maybe online, but here in real life. About the sweet moments. Sweet moments here. I can't even think of anything sweet here, because the loneliness in this country, oh my God. I don't even know if I have any sweet moments. No, maybe sometimes we have fun. Sometimes we normally go swimming. Sometimes we go out, we do window shopping. But I don't buy anything because it's very expensive here. So sometimes we normally go out, go swimming. Sometimes we go to animal orphanage. I think those are my fun moments. We go to the animal orphanage, we visit the animals there, the wildlife. Sometimes we go swimming. Sometimes we go shopping. But I don't shop because it's expensive. So we normally do window shopping. I think those are the fun moments. Away from that, when I come here, it's loneliness. Maybe social media. Maybe the fun thing is that I have free Wi-Fi. I don't buy bundles, so I can go to social media and have fun there. But fun here, it's not like in Africa. Like maybe if you want to go swimming, you can wear your bikini. No, it's not like that. you know, even when we are going out there, maybe in the mall or anywhere, you are putting on those hijabs, you're putting on those Muslim attires. So like you're covering, it's very hot, you know, Middle East is very hot, and you're covering, you're sweating, it's not even fun. It's not like in Kenya. I think Kenya is the best country to be in, just that we don't have money there, that's why we have to stay here. But here, having fun, I can't even miss this country if I go back to Kenya. Maybe I can miss the money. Only the salary is the best thing here, but nothing else. The food, everything is just weird. So I don't have funny moments here. I don't. Let me see any question that I have not responded to. Madrin, do your boss allow you to wear civilian? I have answered that, right? You don't put on civilian here unless if you're going to sleep. We normally put on oversized uniform, big one, like nobody can see your calves. That's what we wear here. Which other question did I answer? About food, I have talked about food, right? So what is the genuine agency? I've talked about that. I've talked about my boss trusting me. I think I have answered all your questions, right? Unless maybe if you still have more questions, you can drop them in the comment section. I think I have answered all your questions. Whether you can ask me any question about myself, about the job, about life, any question that you want to ask me. This is your turn, this is your chance. Even the Muzungu I posted, where did I post the Muzungu now? Oh, Madrin, I posted a Muzungu where now? I've not even dated a Muzungu yet. I've never dated a Muzungu. I think I just love Africans. I love Africans so much. I don't think I've dated a Muzungu now. Or you're talking about I just downloaded on Facebook, then I used it on my videos. But Muzungu here, I've never even met a Muzungu here. I only see Arab people here. I've never met a Muzungu here. Maybe online. Isaac is asking, so what is the advantage that can make you advise someone wishing to come to Gulf countries to choose Saudi Arabia over Qatar or any other country? Advantage of Saudi Arabia over Qatar and other countries. Advantage. I think Saudi Arabia instills, can I say, discipline? I think maybe Saudi Arabia can instill discipline in someone, because it's not a free country. If I compare Saudi Arabia and Qatar and Dubai, let me talk about the three countries, because those are the countries that I have information over. If I want to compare the three countries, I'll say Saudi Arabia is the best, because you know Saudi Arabia is not a free country, and I think people tend to follow their rules strictly because they fear the punishment, because they have severe punishments to the law breakers. For example, the people that like to fornicate, you cannot fornicate in Saudi Arabia. But in Dubai, it's a free country. You can do whatever you wish. So if you're working, if maybe your girl is working here in Saudi Arabia, maybe I think you can have trust than if they're working in Qatar or in Dubai, because in Dubai and Qatar, they have freedom. But if they're working in Saudi Arabia, you can just be 100% sure that they are faithful. Another thing, life in Dubai is very expensive. Life in Dubai, it's very expensive as compared to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is somehow cheap, especially for those people who are working under companies. You know, if you're working under a company, you're buying your own stuff. In Saudi Arabia, it's a little bit cheap as compared to in Dubai. Dubai is very expensive to buy things there. Maybe another advantage, you see, those people that are coming to Saudi Arabia, most people fear Saudi Arabia. Most people fear Saudi Arabia as compared to other countries. So it's very difficult to be conned if you want to come to work in Saudi Arabia, because a lot of people don't come here. Most people want to go to Dubai and Qatar. So agents are taking advantages of people who want to go to Dubai especially Dubai. So many people have been conned when they wanted to go to Dubai. But in Saudi Arabia, I have not heard of cases of people being conned. People who want to come in Saudi Arabia to work, and people who want to come and work in Saudi Arabia being conned, it's very rare. It's very rare, by the way. And also, those working in Saudi Arabia, it's easy for them to plan for their money and save. I think people save a lot when they are working in Saudi than in other countries because of the discipline, because of the lack of freedom. You know, when you have a lot of freedom, you will walk and admire things and buy them. But if you're working here in Saudi Arabia, also the salary in Saudi Arabia is quite better. Okay, I'll compare Saudi with Lebanon. If you are coming to work in Saudi Arabia as a housemaid, let me talk about housemaid because those are the ones that I know their working salary. Housemaids in Saudi Arabia, they get from 28,000 to 30,000 onwards. That is starting salary. But in Lebanon, they get from 18,000 in Lebanon, from 18,000 to 20,000 to 22,000, in between 18 to 22 for newcomers. But newcomers in Saudi Arabia, they start from 28 to 30. You see, that's a very huge difference. It's a very huge difference if you're coming to work in Saudi compared to when you're coming to work in Lebanon. So I think Saudi is better in most ways. Let me see another question. You have talked about swimming. Do you put on bikini or you use your abayas? Dress code in swimming pools depends where you are going to swim. Okay, it depends where you are going to swim. By the way, you see in Saudi Arabia, the swimming pools, you cannot swim in the same swimming pool with men if you are a lady. We have ladies swimming pools and we have men swimming pools. They don't mix. Okay, so if you are in the swimming pool, if you are swimming in the swimming pool, you can wear a bikini because you are just only ladies. No men are allowed there. But if you are maybe at the beach, you will have to enter water with your abaya because men are there. You know, beach is open space for everybody. They have not restricted people. So you have men and female mixed at the beach. So at the beach, you cannot wear your bikini or whatever. You will go in water with your abaya. By the way, most women don't go in water. It's only men that go in water at the beach. But at the swimming pool, you can swim with your bikini depending on where the swimming pool is. Okay, for example, if it's a hotel, the swimming pool for ladies is separate from the swimming pool of men, and it's enclosed. Like, people from outside, people who are not there in the hotel cannot see it. Even from the top, it's closed. Even from the top, even if you are at the rooftop, you cannot see in that swimming pool. It's private, so you can wear your bikini there. But at the beaches, no, you can't, because you are mixed. Men are there and women are there, so you can't wear bikini there, you know, because Arab culture, ladies, you are only allowed to see your, can I say, body parts. Like ladies, they cover up to here. They leave only the eyes, or maybe some ladies, they leave the face. But from here to hands to legs, it's covered. And only your husband is supposed to see maybe your face, your hands, only your husband. So that's why you cannot swim in a public space, because now other men will see you and it's not allowed. It's against their culture. So it's a no. What is that other question I have not responded to? I think I have answered all your questions. Nimeongea mpaka nimekauka mdomo. I don't know if you still have more questions, or maybe if you have exhausted your question, you can call it a day. And by the way, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Medrin and F Queen, Juliana, Johnston, Medrin, is that other person I have not mentioned? Isaac, Lena Wambui, nimeshelewa. Better late than never, Lena. We are dealing with the question and answer session. It's a question and answer session where you can ask any question that you will you want to be to know, anything you want to know, maybe about me, personal life, work, where I am, anything. Any question that you have, you can drop it in the comment section, then I'll try my best and see. I will try and answer it as genuine as possible. By the way, thank you so much guys for joining my live. Thank you Isaac, thank you John, thank you Lena, thank you Medrin, thank you everybody for joining my live. It's because of you that this live has been successful. Lena is asking where I am currently. I'm in the Middle East. I'm in Saudi Arabia currently. Yeah, working there as a housemaid. Yeah, I'm working in Saudi Arabia currently. Yeah. Tell us about yourself. Who is Juliana and what makes you have hopes of tomorrow? Wow, so what can I say about myself? Juliana Juliana is this girl here, your host, answering your question. Oh my god, how can I put it? Juliana is a Kenyan. Is a Kenyan girl currently working in Saudi Arabia. A YouTuber. I don't know what to say. Maybe if you narrow down that question so that I can know what to answer exactly. What makes me have hopes for tomorrow? Because I trust in God, I trust in God, and I normally know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So that's why I have hopes for a better tomorrow. Maybe I can say that. Maybe if you narrow that question down, maybe I can answer specifically, because I really don't know what to answer here. Isaac is asking, we see agents emphasizing on age limit of 35. Suppose one is 33 years old and he comes there, will she work only for one term of 2 years, or she can be allowed to work over 5 years and more? The age limit is strictly for people who are coming as newcomers. We have people here who have 45 years and they are still working. Okay, I think these rules, they are set for the newcomers. When you want to come as a new person, that is when we have so many rules, because when these employers go to the office to seek for a housemaid, they are choosy. They are given pictures of several girls, maybe 100 girls that have applied. So they choose the one that they want to come and work for them. And people have different choices, okay, depending on the type of work that they have in the houses. So if you have here, if you are working here, if you are working here already, maybe you came when you are let's say 33 years, as you have said. If you came here when you are 33 years and you finish your first contract, after you finish your first contract, you have no business with the office. Now it's you and your employer. If you want to renew your contract, you sit down your employer and you talk to your employer and you decide on the terms of conditions. Maybe if you want salary increase or anything, it's you and your employer now. It's not it doesn't involve the office, okay? So you can work even in that house even for 10 years. If your work is good, they don't even consider the age, because as long as you're working, you have no restriction of renewing your igama. Your igama is your work permit, your ID in that country. They don't have age restrictions. You can even work even when you are 50 years. As long as you have already come, you are in that country, and 50 years find you in that country, you can still work if that employer loves your work. I've seen houses that have people that look like they are 55, 60, and they're still working there. You just go for you go for a vacation and come back. You don't use the agency now. But when you are a newcomer, you haven't traveled yet, and you are 50 years of age, it's difficult to find a boss. It's difficult to find a sponsor, because most people, they want young person, because young person are active. They are very much active. For example, if you are coming to take care of kids, and you are a young person, you know, you are active, you can run after kids. But if you are aged, maybe assuming you are 40 years, obviously you're tired, you'll get tired easily. You cannot work in a house that has is a story building that has maybe 3 floors. You'll have difficulties in climbing the staircase. So that's why they choose younger people. But if that age finds you here, you are good to go. That will now depend on your employer. Yeah. Medrin is saying good night. Thank you so much, Medrin. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your engagement. I really appreciate so much. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Guys, I think I have answered all your questions. Maybe we shall see each other in my next live. When is today? Today is on Wednesday. I'll go live on Saturday. We shall see each other on Saturday. Thank you for your time. Thank you for engaging me. Thank you for making this live successful. Have a blessed night and full of sweet dreams. Bye. Love you.